Nagawuna, Nyakit Janet, coming live from the 1950 South Shepherd here on the Culture Couch. It's just me today, just me, which is all right. I'm not too tech savvy at all. I actually had to video call these guys and have them take me through step by step what it took to make sure that this gets done today. But we had a busy morning. One of my coworkers, Miss Katie Sullivan, she celebrated a year July 19th, and then she went on a trip because she coaches our youth. So then she went to Phoenix to Nabby, and then we just had a lot going on. So we weren't able to celebrate it until today. And actually, we were supposed to celebrate Darian's birthday today too, but he's out with the kids. He's probably at the zoo. Hopefully they don't keep him this time. Last time we had to go take his mom up there, and she had to tell him, no, that's my son. Hopefully they don't keep him at the zoo this time. But yeah, made it. We had breakfast, burgers, and hot links and hot dogs this morning. I started cooking at like 9:30. I started cooking, so had a good meal, and then I was like, somebody needs to go live, and then they were like, you're at the office, so I had to have them take me step by step. I'm not tech savvy at all. I just save lives, I leave the computer work up to the computer guys. It's pretty good. Coconut milk. Yeah. So, True Warrior stands alone. I'm my own producer today. Got this thing figured out, and got a couple messages. Are you going to do the live today? At the time I was eating, and I put a message in our chat and was like, can somebody do the live? And they're like, you're right there. Like, why can't you? So no excuses anymore, So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. August 9th, still in the summer meditation. We're still facing south. And I haven't even got a chance to look at the meditation today. So it's what we call OG in it. Usually I can look at it. Say a little prayer. When I say a little prayer before I get this thing started, I just ask the Creator, give me your words, give me, use me as your vessel to do your work, because I can't take credit for any of this. This is what the Creator is allowing in my life, So for that, I'm thankful, and that's just how I like to go about these things, because, I get teased a lot, I've always thought I had a face for radio, and the last thing I ever thought I'd be doing is sitting in front of a camera, in front of an audience of who knows who sees this. Somebody told me they were in St. Louis. My bro, Zach Blackout, said he was in St. Louis, and people were telling us that they follow our page. And, to me, that's crazy, but whatever it takes to reach that group of people that might feel left behind or might feel that nobody still cares, I still pray for those people, and those are my people. That's where I come from, and I'm very proud of that. Last night at our talking circle, now we're making it a part of our talking circle where you just open up the reflection book, and whatever it lands on, then that's what we read. That's our topic. So it landed on Sacred last night, Sacred dash 2, and it was saying, what's sacred to you, to me, it's where I see that connection with God. And whenever I think about alcoholics and addicts, my sobriety is sacred to me now because I'm able to use that, to do God's work today, and it's very sacred to me. It means everything to me, and I know if I can do it, then anybody can do this thing. It's a doable deal. But, it was because of, asking the Creator to come into my life. That's where all this came from. That's been the game changer, so that's what I don't know why that crossed my mind, burning this medicine, makes me think good things, brings good thoughts to my head. And every time I smell it, it just makes me think of nothing but good things, so that just came across my mind. So I'm just blabbing away now. I know Darian, Domingo, and them are all laughing because I just be random. All right, today's August 9th, Summer Meditation with Native American Elders. And it says, praying to seek a vision, to seek truth is always right. Truth builds upon itself as the true mark of a warrior who conducts himself, herself accordingly, so that its beauty may shine in the faces of our children. Barney Bush, Shawnee. Then it says below, we move toward and become like that which we think about. What we think about creates our vision. If our thoughts are wise and good, then our vision becomes strong and truthful. If our thoughts are junk, then our visions become contaminated. So it's important to be aware of what we are thinking about. As I will live my vision, my children watch, and they will live their lives the same way. We need to live the walk of the warrior. We need to walk in beauty and respect. I like that. Then the prayer for the day says, O Great Spirit, give me a vision for today. Let me see truth. Let me walk in beauty. Let my heart guide me in truth. The law says the truth shall set you free. Let me be free today. Man, that's pretty powerful. Seems like every part of that, you could break down into something that, that you're able to find in sobriety. Something that you're able to find, when you get into recovery. I used to think, that thinking about a vision was like a Hollywood thing, or, because, this relationship that I have with the Creator didn't exist. So everything was kind of like, that's a Hollywood thing, or, but today, in my sobriety, in my recovery, working, I got sober through AA, and AA applies to this Wellbriety book, this Elders Meditation, the Reflections. I mean, it all goes with the AA book. And I think about, what my vision is for today. I don't want to see my people suffer anymore. I don't want to see my brothers and my sisters out there on the streets. I want them to know that there's a better life and that there is a choice. Talking to my one of my brothers, last night and this morning about, how me and him overcame addiction, and how he's wanting the same for his daughter. And I just explained, sometimes you just got to love them where they're at. I got family like that. I got a cousin, first cousins, but I call them my brother and my sister. That relationship got real strained because because I can help them as much as I want to, but at some point I got to set a boundary. When things get real unhealthy, and am I helping or am I enabling? And it got to that point, and I always think, what my vision is for all my people, and I can't even do it in my own home, when they used to live with me. I love them, I want the best for them. They're like my brother and my sister, I love them. And, sometimes you just got to keep seeking that vision, keep finding that way, whatever it takes to reach these people. It bothers me, it really bothers me. Our people are dying, our just had a mother come in yesterday, that just wanted to talk, losing her son to fentanyl. And I mean, just got done, last month we had Hillary's memorial dance. My vision, is to let my people know that, the culture is the solution. Go to church, go to ceremony. Maybe just take 5 minutes out of your day and have a conversation with the Creator. Whether you're mad at him, whether, you don't think he exists, what I had to do was I had to get out of the Creator's way. I had to quit thinking that I needed an answer for everything. And once I let the Creator put his will into my life, man, the places my life have went is beyond anything I can imagine. With Barney Bush, Shawnee, it says truth builds upon itself as the true mark of a warrior who conducts himself, herself accordingly, so that its beauty may shine in the faces of our children. What that means to me is, when the truth starts to build up, it's like when I can start doing the right thing when nobody's looking. That's when I feel that my truth is I'm truly being me. When no one's around and it's just me and the Creator. Yeah, I'm goofy. I'm real goofy. I'll be the first to admit it. I think everything's a joke. Sometimes it's hard to be serious around me. I love to laugh, but when it comes to ceremony or our traditional way of life, our culture, I see now how the positive effect it's having on my life, and how I'm able to take these readings and, like I said, I the first time I read it is whenever I looked at it, right, right whenever I was reading it to you. It says we move toward and become like that which we think about. I remember I always used to think about the problem all the time, all the problems in my life. And I've heard it more than once. When all you do is think about your problems, you end up with more problems. So I had to change the way that I thought. I had to change the way that um, I started thinking about healing. My hat says generational trauma. Is a gift from one of my nephews from Dallas, from Austin, and I don't think about that trauma no more. I'm thinking about generational healing. I can talk about the problem all day long. That's the easy subject. What's hard to talk about is the healing part. What does that look like for a person? Where does that truth start? And where does your lie end? Because I lived a lie for decades. And now I'm willing to admit that. But then at the time, you couldn't tell me nothing. What we think about creates our vision. If our thoughts are wise and good, then our vision becomes strong and truthful. If our thoughts are junk, then our vision becomes contaminated. So it's important to be aware of what we are thinking about. As I live my vision, my children watch, and they will live their lives the same way. And I say it all the time. I got two granddaughters, uh, Alani, Fernanda, and Nova Ray Jean. Those are my two granddaughters, and they are the only two people in my life that have never seen me loaded from my family. And Nova's about 3 weeks old, maybe about 3 weeks old. No, about 2 weeks old. And then Alani is about 1.5, and they're the only two from my family that have never seen me loaded. But that's okay. That's all right. To me, that's where that generational healing starts. They can honestly say when they get older, that if God willing, that they've never seen their grandpa drunk or high. And, that's my vision. That's what I want for all of my people. Don't matter where you're at, don't matter who you are, what race you are. I'm an alcoholic and I'm an addict. So I promise you, if I can do it, then anybody can do this. It just took the work to realize that. And, this sickness ain't, of course, I have an allergy of the body, but I got a sickness of the mind. I don't have I had a drug and alcohol problem, but I also had a berry problem. That's where it begins. I was the problem, but I'm also the medicine. So, if there's one thing I've learned, and my dad used to say it all the time, is that a true warrior stands alone. He used to say that all the time, jokingly or not, and he was a Vietnam vet, that meant a lot to him, I don't know exactly what he meant by that, but I know he got that from the war, and, so that's all I got. That's all I really got for today. More drama. Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into these announcements. Talkspace Go. Um, you get free online counseling. I think we only got like 200 spots. We paid for up to 1,000. So I mean, take advantage. Talkspace, free online counseling service. We can't see who gets on there. We want to make sure that we're taking care of our tribal members and employees, but like I said, we can't see who gets on there. If you need counseling, you need counseling, and it's online. Dealing with grief, trauma, depression. There's a whole list of topics you can get on. You go to www.talkspace.com/CHATOR. And then when it comes up to the organization, you put in your email, then you put in restore on organization. And then that's how you get it for free. And if you need help being walked through that process, don't be afraid to reach out to us or 988. It's just another resource. And we have the overdose prevention packs. See, I'm supposed to be going, and I'm my own producer today. And I don't want to keep having to get on here and make the things come across the screen, So I'm just going to read them out. We got the overdose prevention packs. Prevent losing more native lives to overdose and fentanyl poisonings. Well, we're just not limited to natives. If you need Narcan, if you need fentanyl test strips, we got medication disposal packs, medication lock bags. We got wound care kits, for people in active use. We do opioid overdose symptom information. Maybe you just never know, Narcan administration information, information about other drugs. And it's a completely anonymous. We send packages all the time. California, New Jersey, Florida. The word has definitely gotten out, and I'm just glad we can do our part, the harm reduction. We do a list of harm reduction supplies. So check us out. And then shout out to Brand Logics. Text TOR to 888-580-4TOR. That gets our updates on what we're doing as a program. And our Res Recovery fundraiser. I think August 13th. 13th is the last day you can order these shirts on our Facebook page. You can go and you can order from there. I ordered mine yesterday, so I left a pretty good comment too. So, but get you a shirt. They're pretty funny. Starring an auntie, uncle, based on a true story. It's pretty keen. I like those. And then overdose awareness event. August 24th at the Watonga Casino Convention Center. It's in the back of the motel at the Lucky Star Casino in Watonga. From 10 to 2, we're going to have, rehab centers. We're going to have a bunch of resources, mental health resources. We're going to have, sober living homes, different programs. All these different ways that people from, the surrounding area can find some help. That's the thing about all of this, is we're trying to prevent more overdoses, or poisonings. So from 10 to 2, we'll have it at the convention center. We'll provide lunch. And then for dinner, then after that, from 2 till, it'll go on till at least midnight. We're going to have our overdose memorial benefit dance for those that we've lost to fentanyl poisoning, maybe overdose. But yeah, we'll provide a meal too. Come out, shake some gourds with us, pop some fringes, but that'll be August 24th into this month. And then August 29th, we're going to have our very own Lydell Pedro uh, doing our speaker engagement for this month for the All Nations Wellbriety Group here at 1950 South Shepherd on August 29th. We're going to feed from 6 to 7. Then from 7 to 8, he's going to be speaking. So, come out and support. He's a deadly uncle. We call him the anti-slayer, and he don't play. Yeah. He does not play about no aunties. I know that. So you might want to leave your auntie at home, if you don't want her taken. But yeah, August 29th. And then All Nations Res Covery Gourd Clan is still accepting applications for our Res Covery Gourd Clan Princess. This is her banner. All Nations Res Covery Senior Princess. And then here's her crown. Pretty keen. We had to make these women around here quit wearing it. But yeah, so I ain't got too much to say. I'm just glad we got this done today. Sorry it was so late. I didn't get to look at none of the comments or nothing. I'm just happy I got to make this happen, And for that, God is good. It's all the Creator. I can't take credit for none of this. So with that, I'm going to say, aho.